Good evening. This is live 7 o'clock news bulletin brought to you from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Sultanate will celebrate tomorrow the 47th Glorious National Day. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos receives more cables of greetings on the occasion of the glorious 47th National Day from their Highnesses and Excellencies, the leaders of friendly countries. His Majesty the Sultan issues a royal pardon on a number of inmates convicted in various cases. And achievements of the Sultanate and the Blessed Renaissance are highlighted on the occasion of the 47th Glorious National Day. Good evening and welcome to this 7 o'clock news bulletin. As the Sultanate celebrates the 47th Glorious National Day and citizens renew allegiance, loyalty and gratitude for the founder of Oman's modern renaissance and motivator of potentials of its loyal citizens, His Majesty Sultan Qaboos receives cables of greetings on this auspicious occasion from the leaders, crown princes, heads of governments, organizations and authorities, senior officials in the brotherly and friendly countries, as well as from heads of diplomatic missions in the Sultanate. They express their utmost greetings and best wishes to His Majesty of good health, happiness and long life, requesting Almighty Allah to endow Oman with bounties, prosperity and its loyal people with glory under His Majesty's wise leadership, and to renew this precious occasion and its similars on His Majesty and Omanis as they are achieving hopes and aspirations. His Majesty received cables from the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the United Arab Emirates, His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa of the Kingdom of Bahrain, His Highness Sheikh Sabah Al Ahmed Al Sabah Amir of the State of Kuwait, His Majesty King Mohammed VI of Morocco, His Excellency President Al Baiji Sid Al Sibsi of Tunisia, His Excellency President Abdul Aziz Bouteflika of Algeria, His Excellency President Dr. Bashar al-Assad of Syria, His Excellency President Mohammed Abdullah Mohammed Farmajo of Somalia, His Excellency President Dr. Fuad Mosum of Iraq, His Excellency President Mahmoud Abbas of the State of Palestine, Chairman of the Executive Committee of the Palestinian Liberation Organization, His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi of Egypt, His Excellency President Recep Tayyip Erdogan of Turkey, His Excellency President Ali Bongo Odimba of Gabon, His Excellency President Nur Sultan Nazarbayev of Kazakhstan, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom of Great Britain, Northern Ireland and Head of the Commonwealth, His Highness Maha Vajiralongkorn, Crown Prince of Thailand, His Majesty King Carl XVI Gustaf of Sweden, His Majesty King William Alexander of the Netherlands, His Majesty Emperor Akihito of Japan, His Excellency President Dr. Ilham Haidar Aliyev of Azerbaijan, His Excellency Dr. President Frank-Walter Steinmeier of Germany, His Excellency President Donald Trump of the United States of America, His Excellency President Michael Daniel Higgins of Ireland, His Excellency President Maithripala Sirisena of Sri Lanka, Her Excellency President Halima Yaqub of Singapore, His Excellency President Xi Jinping of China, His Excellency President Emmanuel Macron of France, His Excellency Raul Castro, President of Councils of State and Ministers of Cuba, His Excellency President Moon Jae-in of South Korea, His Excellency Alexander Van der Bellen, President of Austria, His Excellency President Ram Nath Kovind of India. His Majesty also received similar cables from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President of the United Arab Emirates, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud, Vice Prime Minister of the Council of the Ministers, Minister of Defense of Saudi Arabia, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, Deputy Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces of the United Arab Emirates, His Excellency Dr. Ali Mohammed Sheen, President of Zanzibar, His Excellency Prayut Chan Atchwa, Prime Minister of Thailand, His Majesty also received cables of greetings on this glorious occasion from their Highnesses and Excellencies, the Ministers and Advisors, Commanders of the Sultan Armed Forces, Royal Oman Police, Honorable Members of the State Council, their Excellencies, members of the Shura Council, Under-Secretaries, Omani Ambassadors, Honorable Judges, their Excellencies, the Governors and Walis, senior civil and military officials of the state, Sheikhs, other dignitaries and citizens, in which the renewed loyalty, obedience and gratitude for the leader are much. The pledging to go forward under His Majesty's wise leadership with diligence and dedication for the achievement to continue in the beloved land of Oman and for its people to enjoy continued security, welfare and prosperity. They also expressed their utmost greetings and best wishes to His Majesty, praying to Almighty to preserve His Majesty as an inspirational leader to the country and its people, and to endure him with good health and happiness, and to grant him long life and success, and to renew this glorious occasion year after year. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has issued a royal pardon of a number of inmates convicted in various cases. Responsible sources from Oman Royal Police said that the number of those honored by the royal pardon were 257 inmates, including 131 inmates from other nationalities. The royal pardon of His Majesty the Supreme Commander coincides with the Sultanate's celebrations of the 47th Glorious National Day and Holy Prophet's birthday, peace be upon him, and in consideration of families of the inmates. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Majesty King Mohammed VI of Morocco on the occasion of his country's independence anniversary. The Sultanate will celebrate tomorrow, the 18th of November, the 47th anniversary of the glorious National Day, which is a source of pride and appreciation for all people of Oman. His Majesty the Sultan is leading the building of modern Oman, establishing a modern state that enjoys security and prosperity, and a unique approach for wise governance based on principles of justice, equality and citizenship at the domestic front. At the external front, the policy is based on balance, frankness, rationality, building friendship, trust and credibility with other nations. With the advent of the 18th of November, the Blessed Renaissance March reviews its goals to achieve more achievements as its citizens express love and gratitude to the wise leader, and all wilayas held celebrations and receive more development projects. The new beginning of Development March was embodied in Tanfeed program to enhance economic diversification and a number of strategic projects in the fields of ports, airports and express roads, as to make the Sultanate a logistic hub for the region and the world. In addition to that, there are many industrial and touristic projects, top of which are Duqm Refinery Petrochemical Complex, Chinese City in Duqm, Ras Markaz Oil Storage, Liwa Plastic Complex, Khazan Gas Project, Sultan Qaboos Touristic Port and Oman Convention and Exhibition Center. A nation is only built by its people. This was translated by Omani generations who enjoyed education, training, health care during the years of the Blessed Renaissance through its presence in Shura and state councils, municipal councils, non-government organizations and other work fields in public and private sectors. They are working tirelessly for new horizons of development and prosperity for the country. Oman today is enjoying numerous achievements with the state's institutions that work to serve the citizens as per a comprehensive vision that builds the present and future in all fields and at all levels. A vision that is based on constructive building, keeping pace with developments in the world and at the same time preserving the Omani identity, principles and values. With the dawn of the blessed Renaissance, the vision of His Majesty the Sultan was that development in the country should be comprehensive in a way that touch all aspects of Omani citizens. What had been achieved during the years of blessed Renaissance of prosperity in the fields of education, health, social development and others had enabled the Omani citizens to enjoy a happy, decent life. In the field of education, the number of schools in the Sultanate amounted to 1,725, including 587 private schools. These schools include 748,300 students. The public academic institutions in higher education reached 41 institutions, while the private higher education institutions amounted to 28. The healthcare sector in the Sultanate has achieved positive indicators. The number of public hospitals in the Sultanate reached more than 50 hospitals in various governorates of the Sultanate, while the number of health centers amounted to more than 183. In the social development sector, the number of beneficiaries of the Social Security Program amounted to 82,000. The number of civil, vocational and charitable organizations reached around 200 associations. The civil aviation, in terms of human resources and infrastructure development, achieved advanced stages which in return influenced the economic revenues by 100% during the last 5 years, as the number of passengers to the Sultanate exceeded 15 million this year. Salalah Airport succeeded in being among the 10 best airports in the world, and on the Middle East level, it achieved the third place by the third quarter of 2017. Meanwhile, Sohar Airport attracted more international flights during the last 4 months and 60,000 passengers, which also contributed in the economic movement in the governorate of North Al-Batina. It also worth mentioning that the operational experiments of the new Muscat Airport are also in progress. The new airport is designed to receive all kinds of big jets with accommodation capacity of 22 million passengers annually. The indirect contribution of the civil aviation in the gross domestic product GDP reached 800 million Omani riyals. On the other hand, the direct contribution of this sector in GDP reached 170 million Omani riyals. Finally, the work continues on the passengers building project in Duqm with an accommodation capacity of 500,000 passengers annually. At the Crown Plaza Hotel, the fifth OSOG was opened this morning under the auspices of Her Highness Sayyida Muna bint Fahd Al Saeed, Assistant Vice Chancellor at Sultan Qaboos University, in the presence of His Excellency the Minister of Health. More details in the following report. 35 speakers from the Sultanate, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Lebanon, Portugal, France and the UK, with 12 working papers on specialties of obstetrics and gynecology, commenced conference sessions on 15th of November, have witnessed an official opening of the conference. The conference, of which is been attended by over 200 medical staff, aimed at updating the participants with the latest advancement in the obstetrics gynecology field, as well as exchanging expertise that will assist in boosting the quality of medical services.
We have today around 200 delegates who are doctors and nurses from Oman, and they are learning the new advances in managing patients and women's health in obstetric and gynecology.
Fertility preservation. The fertility preservation is the most important topic for women who are going chemotherapy and radiotherapy prior to cancer treatment, who wish to preserve their fertility. So we're going to talk about all the aspects and the outcome post fertility preservation.
The conference has been organized by Omani Society of Obstetrics and Gynecology in collaboration with the Arab Maternal Fetal Medicine Experts Group.
This conference, basically, it is with collaboration with the Arab group of maternal-fetal medicine, and in this we have, it is running over 4 days, in which the first 2 days are workshops on masterclass and CTG and on instrumental delivery, and the other 2 days, which is today and tomorrow, it is the conference days, in which today is basically, it is the maternal group, in which we are discussing high risk pregnancy topics and things related to fetal medicine, and tomorrow is the day for gynecology.
This is really coming a culmination of major efforts which covers the whole subspecialties of the field of obstetrics gynecology, and I think this will definitely come to the best and the interest of the Omani women, and particularly and the Arab women across the Middle East.
Sharing of knowledge and experiences of these well-known experts will indeed facilitate better understanding of various areas of these specialties, which will help advance quality of care.
I'm Dr. Sultana Khan. It's a providential gift for me that I came to Oman, and I've spent very enriching and exciting period of 24 years of my professional and personal journey in a wonderful country of Oman. I've been fortunate enough to have seen and witnessed the progress in the health services of Oman. Today, Oman stands tall in stature in the health services. It competes and it has got the standard, international standard of developed countries in the health services. It is reflected in the health of the people in the nation, especially belonging to obstetrics gynecology. It's a reflection of a good antenatal care and safety, safe motherhood, and every newborn should be well born is the motto in Oman.
You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and still to come in our news bulletin. An artistics evening is held in Nizwa Cultural Center to celebrate the 47th Glorious National Day. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Zimbabwe's President Robert Mugabe today made his first public appearance since the military put him under the house arrest this week. Attending a graduation ceremony to applause, his attendance came as the military announced significant progress on talks for his departure after 37 years in power and arrested some of his allies. Zimbabwe's military is taking pains to show respect for the 93-year-old leader, the world's oldest head of state, by referring to him as the president and the commander-in-chief. At the same time, it said it was arresting and pursuing some people close to Mugabe and his wife. Today's graduation event appeared to allow Mugabe to project the image of leadership even as calls for his departure grow stronger. India and France have called for global action against countries that support, finance or shelter terrorists. Visiting French Foreign Minister Jean-Yves Le Drian and Indian External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj expressed deep concern today of a rising terrorism in the world. Le Drian said India and France enjoy special ties and referred to India's purchase of 36 French Rafale combat jets and its manufacturing of Scorpion submarines in India with technology transfer from French company. He arrived in India today for a 2-day visit. A sculpture depicting a 12-meter long and 6-meter high oil pipeline appalling a polar bear at its highest point were on display outside the World Climate Conference in Bonn, drawing attention to the influence of humankind on climate change. Another interactive art installation, Forestry in Times of Climate Change, used wood waste from certified forest and wood-based industries to create a forest scene. The works were on display as global talks on curbing climate change were wrapping up today with progress on several key details of the 2015 Paris Accord. The two-week negotiations focused on a range of issues including transparency, financial assistance for poor nations, and how to keep raising countries' targets for cutting carbon emissions. Signatories of the Paris Agreement want to keep global warming significantly below 2 degrees Celsius by the end of the century. More than 32% is the accomplishment percentage of Taqa Mirbad dual road project in the governorate of Dhofar. The work at the project is expected to be completed by March 2018. It includes the implementation of 5 flyovers and a tunnel. The project will facilitate traffic movement between Wilaya of Taqa and other neighboring wilayas and increase the touristic and economic movement in the wilaya. The National Day celebrations are considered a great opportunity to look back on the achievements of the Blessed Renaissance since 1970s in all the development fields. The celebrations of this day came to embody meanings of allegiance and loyalty to the beloved leader and the country. During these celebrations, huge crowds of citizens participated in processions including men, women and children, carrying pictures of His Majesty and hoisting flags of the Sultanate while cheering sincere greetings and best wishes to His Majesty, the beloved leader, and praying to Almighty to protect His Majesty as the guardian of this country and its people. The streets, buildings, bridges and landmarks of the governorates of the Sultanate are decorated with various colorful lights and beautiful shapes to highlight the Sultanate's celebrations of the glorious National Day, which falls on 18th of November each year. Areas all over the governorates are also decorated with portraits of His Majesty the Sultan and flags of the Sultanate to add further joy and express happiness on this glorious occasion. During the National Day, various types of festivals are also held, including a number of artistic performances by children and the youth, as well as other shows and activities. An artistic evening was held in Nizwa Cultural Center in the Governorate of Ad-Dakhiliya to celebrate the 47th glorious National Day. It witnessed the participation from a number of local bands, artists, members of the community and those interested in national events. The event included national songs praising His Majesty the Sultan and the achievements realized during His Majesty's glorious reign at all levels and walks of life. It also included traditional Omani singing arts and dances performed by the youth. The activities of the Culture and Heritage Forum are concluded in the Wilaya of Saham in the Governorate of North Al-Batina. It witnessed a number of artistic events, including exhibitions and crafts, in addition to children's shows, poetic sessions and plays. In the end, His Excellency the Secretary General of the Supreme Committee for National Day celebration honored the participants and supporters of the forum. The Wilaya of Sohar in the Governorate of North Al-Batina witnessed rains with various intensities, which led a number of wadis and their tributaries to overflow. And now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear to partly cloudy skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of scattered rainfall over the Governorate of Musandam and coastal areas of Sea of Oman. Winds will be southeasterly to easterly light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1 meter. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and now before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Sultanate will celebrate tomorrow the 47th glorious National Day. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos receives more cables of greetings on the occasion of the glorious National Day from their Highnesses and Excellencies, the leaders of friendly countries. His Majesty the Sultan issues a royal pardon on a number of inmates convicted in various cases. Achievements of the Sultanate and the blessed Renaissance are highlighted on the occasions of 47th glorious National Day. With that, we come to an end of tonight's news bulletin. From the entire news team here in the studios and the newsroom, we all wish you 47th glorious National Day. Happy returns to His Majesty Sultan Qaboos. Thank you for joining us.